Well, enough of that. Here's Spot to remind us it's time for Dog of the Week, where each of us picks the week's worst movies.
Hi, Spot. Thanks for barking after I was talking about that last movie. And by the way, I like your collar there. I think you went shopping over the weekend. My dog this week is Debbie Does Dallas, an X-rated hardcore porno film that rips off everybody's favorite pro football cheerleaders, the Dallas Cowgirls. The movie, needless to say, has nothing to do with the Cowgirls, but it got a lot of publicity when the Dallas team sued for infringement of copyright. And believe me, copyright is the least of the things that are infringed on in this movie. It's about a young girl's attempt to raise enough money to fly to Dallas and become a cheerleader. And while working as a clerk in a sporting goods store, Debbie finds out in no time at all what a good sport the owner of the store is. But the movie is so boring and repetitive and tasteless, like most hardcore films, that about halfway through I began to realize that it doesn't need a movie critic to analyze it. It needs a gynecologist.
Well, I saw it. I thought she was kind of cute in the film. But anyway, Roger, you know what happened to Nancy Kwan, the Oriental actress who became a big splash some 17 years ago with two fine films, The World of Susie Wong and Flower Drum Song?
Frankly, no.
No, and you don't care either, I guess. Well, sad to say, Nancy Kwan has fallen on hard times. She's the star of my Dog of the Week, a little film called Wonder Women. That's Wonder Women, not to be confused with the comic book or the TV show, although I suppose if you were confused and went to the picture of the rip-off artist who made this trash, probably you'd be happy to sell you a ticket. In the film, Nancy Kwan plays a crazy surgeon who runs a multi-million-dollar body shop, and I mean literally a body shop. She and her henchwoman kidnap famous athletes and surgically attach parts of their bodies to rich old men who are about to kick the bucket. Of course, she charges them an arm and a leg.
Oh.
Now, here you see her right-hand girl who's about to get her a right leg. Oh. What an outrageous story. You might say this is one that really goes out on a limb.
Oh, you might. Okay, so much for the dogs. Now to recap the major films on this week's program.